The genre we've chosen for our film is dystopia. Dystopian films usually depict unsettling societal and/or natural conditions. These conditions are normally the result of human actions and are also often based on current social fears. Our narrative has the dystopia of a world in which money has become obsolete, following the conventions of most dystopian films. This narrative is also relevant to social fears considering the current economic climate of many countries, a subject that is touched on in films like In Time. Our main character presents a postmodern cowboy, Lone Ranger kind of style, common in dystopian characters much like Jim in 28 Days Later.
Our use of title inserts were inspired by our dystopia trailer research, as we found out that they often use title inserts to give narrative hints. We decided to use the font Fine style as it is an easy to read serif font. It also looks formal and official, which links to the theme of the government, president and conspiracy. The title inserts have basic zooms and fades in and out, as titles without movement appear to be quite boring and not as engaging. Kip's title has a posterized effect on it, which makes the lighting appear red and pixelated, as this resembles the hell that the world has become after the economic downfall. The final conspiracy title transitions to the date of release to the beat of the music. I also matched the transition to the beat when our Cheapside building is set on fire. We decided to use the song Money That's What I Want by Barrett Strong, as the lyrics are very relevant to the themes of our film, for example, money and greed. We researched the copyright issues surrounding the song to ensure we were able to use it. It juxtaposes the calm atmosphere created by Lost Frontier, a track we found on royalty-free music website Incompetech. I added siren sound effects to the rioting scene to make it feel more chaotic. The voiceover helps to explain the narrative, as the context is essential to the understanding of the film.
The camera and editing was very conventional, as the film was non-challenging, as it was very stereotypical for a movie trailer. But the editing was challenging, as there are a lot of flashbacks and the order of events is mixed around to create tension and uneasiness to help fully narrate the film. There are shots of money burning scattered throughout the film to represent the abolition of money, but it's played backwards to hint at a resolution. Also, the scenes shown are short and snappy to not give too much away and to keep the trailer interesting and original. The editing was very dystopic, as we showed the city before the riot started to happen, which showed a transparent, perfect world with shots of banks and money, loaning shops, to hint at the narrative was money orientated. We also filmed a time lapse of people walking along the street and sped it up to represent a lot of time passing. Then we filmed some shots of an old worn down building, then moved to a zoom shot showing a road sign saying Cheapside, further illustrating the narrative of money and corruption. Then the next shot shows a building on fire that is the exact same shape and size of the previous building, and then there are shots of short clips of intense riots after showing that the world has gone corrupt and society has collapsed. Then there are shots of the city being run down and ruined, showing a shot of a barbed wire fence with danger of death on it to help create the hostile atmosphere, and included shots of the main character running away, scavenging for food to add this to the hostile environment. This is very dystopic, as it shows a ruined and imperfect world.
The mise-en-scène of our film is mostly either dark or run down. The streets we chose to film in were accurate to how we envisioned our dystopian society looking everywhere, and the low sun makes even the brighter shots seem cold and unpleasant. Our main character wears an oversized hooded parka and battered trainers, which match the run-down settings we've chosen, adding authenticity to the mise-en-scène. These follow the unsettling, undesirable conventions of dystopian mise-en-scène, which is very similar to films like Children of Men.